Hello and happy Friday Eve from Radically Rational and RadicallyRational.com. Finally, some smiles on the faces of the Astros and their fans. After they had lost 4 of their previous 5, they finally walked it off over the Orioles 2-1 last night to salvage the finale of that big 3-game series. Mauricio Dubon did the honors with a 1-out RBI single that plated Yainer Diaz that kept the Stros a half game ahead of both the Rangers and the Mariners for the moment in the American League West. There is no such thing as a lock in the NFL, but that game between the Giants and 49ers tonight in the Bay Area is about as close as it comes. That is no low contendery, especially with Saquon out with that injured ankle. Wednesday's trade that sent running back Cam Akers to the Vikings from the Rams in an exchange of draft picks really was a good idea for everyone. Akers' relationship with Rams coach Sean McVay had become unsalvageable, and the Vikings can sure use some help with their running game because take a look at this. They've lost their first 2 games, and combined, they've rushed the ball for 69 yards. So tell me again why it was a good idea for the Vikings to part ways with Dalvin Cook. Okay, this one's just strange. Bears defensive coordinator Alan Williams resigned Wednesday, a week after he stepped away from the team to address, quote, health and family issues. The 53-year-old Williams was in his 2nd season as Chicago's DC. Both the Bears and Williams' lawyer have denied reports of recent police activity at the team's facility. Bears head coach Matt Eberflus actually, will continue to call the team's defensive plays this week against the Chiefs, just as he did last Sunday in their loss to the Buccaneers. Wednesday was kind of a rough day for Eberflus. He had to deal with all that stuff with his defensive coordinator resigning, and then he had to watch as his quarterback, Justin Fields, first said he wasn't going to blame the coaching staff for his poor play, right before he blamed the coaching staff for his poor play, and then recalled the media, reconvened them to explain that, well, I'm not really blaming the coaching staff. He says he's been playing in a robotic way, and he says that is the fault of the coaching staff. The Bears are a mess. They've lost 12 straight games dating back to last October. Saban, Nicky, says that Deion Sanders is a very good coach because nothing bonds men together more than doing Aflac commercials together. Okay, we've seen this brinksmanship so many times before. Republicans threaten to shut down the government. The 2 parties then take it right down to the wire before reaching a heroic agreement to keep the lights on. Now, this scenario has been so oft repeated that it's easy to assume it'll play out that way again this time. Nope. Congress is now so poisoned, polarized, and pugilistic that I will bet you a cheeseburger that they actually crossed the line and actually shut it down this time out of spite and to the benefit of no American at all. Nobody. And these are public servants. Right now I'm channeling my Chuck Heston. God damn you all to hell. Oh well, at least it'll be the end of Kevin McCarthy as Speaker. And would that we could also get rid of Jim Jordan, aka Lucifer. That was a disgusting display Wednesday during Merrick Garland's appearance before the House Judiciary Committee, even by Jim's standards. No facts, no shame. And he wants to hold Garland in contempt of Congress? You mean the Jim Jordan who has failed to respond to legal subpoenas? You mean that Jim Jordan? By the way, Eric Swalwell had him for lunch yesterday. So the cult is blustering about the appointment of David Weiss as special counsel in the Hunter Biden case. Imagine what their reaction would have been had a special counsel not been appointed. It doesn't matter. They're trying to have it both ways all the time. All right, so Cassidy Hutchinson claims that Rudy groped her on Jan 6, 2021. First time she's mentioned this. And yes, she is hawking a new book. Suspicious? I don't know. I don't know if it happened. I don't know if it didn't happen. I do know this. It's entirely possible. Why? Because Rudy's done them kind of things before, and they are documented and corroborated. I saw Borat. Many of you did too. Trump is guilty of all of which he has been accused. Now, how can I make that statement? Because at one time or another, he's publicly admitted every single one of those crimes. But you'd have had to be paying attention to do that, and some of you don't want to pay attention. But I will tell you this. Remember, It's the 21st night of September. It's going to be a good one. See you tomorrow. We're Radically Rational.